Hey, what's going on, everybody? Yujo Blackblade here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Death Note. Now, while there are some stupid characters like Misa, Matsuda, Mogi, they're actually just average intelligence in a world with, God knows how many big brain characters. But the question is, who has the biggest brain? Well, let's look. Okay, so first off, we're starting with Mello. Now, Mello's arguably the least intelligent out of the characters that I'm going to be talking about today, but at the same time, he's leagues above all the other characters that we've seen previously in Death Note. The only one that seems to be close would be characters like Mikami and Naomi Misora. Mello's more known for his rashness and his ability to take action. That's why Nier needed him in order to beat Light. It also helped the fact that since he was fairly intelligent according to his stats layout, he wasn't going to be duped by anyone who wasn't Light or Nier himself. Granted, he also would have been duped out by L and another character on this list, but those two weren't alive at the time, sadly. Mello's intelligence actually seems to rival that of Nier sometimes. Like his ability to figure out that there are two rules in Death Note that are fake, or the fact that there are two notebooks in existence. Granted, he did have help from a Shinigami, which, if Nier had access to it, and we know that he did after he contacted Light, then, Nier would have done the same thing. But still, it's all the more impressive that Mello has been able to do it. And not only that, but he's able to figure out that Kira is working for the Kira Task Force in Japan due to the fact that he captures Saiichiro Yagumi's daughter after Takemura hangs himself. Meaning that if he has a familial connection with Saiichiro Yagami, then that means that it would have to be either him or another family member that works on a task force. But even then, that's just not enough evidence. Now, unfortunately for Mello, we know for a fact that he doesn't live long enough as to where his intelligence skyrockets to the level of characters like L, Light, Nier. But again, that's not what his strong suit is. His strong suit is his ability to take action. Out of all the characters who have max stats, Mello's the one with the highest, or one of the ones with the highest, with his initiative being a 10. He's also relatively creative with ways that he figures out certain amounts of information. And the biggest hindrance to him is his inferiority complex. But he gets over that, and look what happens. Now, I bring up character sets because I'll refer to the Death Note 13 How to Read sets and show you all a character's abilities. Now, I'll only talk about Beyond Birthday shortly. Beyond Birthday is a L successor gone rogue who exists in the novel where Naomi Misora and L work together to solve the BB murder cases, in which Beyond Birthday, who for some reason was born with the Shinigami eyes, creates a string of murders, hoping to end with himself so that L has a case that he cannot solve.
land.
Now, Light seems to be more of a cocky, egotistical, mad genius as the series goes on. And he's arguably the most intelligent character. Now, if that's the case, then why is he down here at the number 3 spot and not number 2 or number 1? Now, even though he beat one of the characters at the top, there's an argument as for that character being more intelligent, which I'll delve into when I get into that character himself. But Light's real issue is the fact that his ego will blind him and get the better of him. Also, had he just stuck to his original layout to beat L, which was use Misa and that's it, then Light likely would have won. He would have beaten Nier and Mello and killed everybody in that warehouse. Bang, bang, boom. Everybody goes home. I mean, he was able to take out so many FBI members like Ray Pember. And he was also able to take out one of the most intelligent characters in the series that wasn't a successor to L. And what may or may not be one of the most awful scenes in the entire series.
Please let me investigate this case with you. So, if you don't mind my asking, why do you keep checking your watch?
Oh, well, I guess it's because I'm Kira.
Darn. Now, re-looking at all these scenes while I'm doing this voiceover, Light, I probably would have put him up there with the other 2 characters instead of in 3rd. But what are you realistically gonna do? It's already, I'm too lazy, and it took me like 4 days to get this done. Nope, not happening. Yeah. But if I were to remake this video, which if more information for Death Note comes out, which I don't think it will, since the author's working on another anime/manga series, which I'm excited for, I'll likely redo this video with that new information, if it regards Light or any other characters. But yeah, Light's plans got almost flawless to the T. He's given 2 of the greatest detectives that the world has ever seen a run for their money. And I don't think anyone could possibly say that. Someone who is trained by L and Whammy's house to replace L couldn't even beat L. But Light, this random high schooler, was able to. Light, you mad lad. Well, also look at his stat sheet. That John's almost filled.
I am L.
This is him?
He's nothing like I thought he'd be.
So it's L and...
Huh?
I'm pleased to meet you at last, L number 2.
Now I know what you Light stands are saying. Did you just say that Nier is better than Light and it equals to L?
You bet your sweet Bippy I did!
Well, at least the L section won't really need much explaining. L solved some of the world's greatest mysteries. He solved the BB murder cases, albeit with help. He practically almost solved the Kira case until Light said, I don't think so. He has arguably one of the greatest themes in anime history. I mean, just listen to it for a quick second. Godly character. Now, L's character stats are practically a rival for Light, just in its overall layout. The issue L has is the fact that, well, he was beaten by Light despite all of his best efforts. Now, the reason why L is above Light is because the author of Death Note himself has stated that L is as smart as the plot wants him to be. I was about to say as strong, but he actually does boast that he's pretty strong. But yeah, if he's as smart as the plot demands him to be, then he's easily the smartest character in the series. There's even a Light novel that goes over the events of Death Note had Light not been able to kill L with the Death Note. And L finds out that Light is Kira and arrests him. Now, some people may give L the defense of, oh, but L saw Light as a friend and that's why he didn't do it. No, he actually doesn't in the Light novel. They go over it.
On, everyone, the Shinigami. 指輪外しますざまみろせいせいするわいい加減待っててもバカみたい
Oh my god! Good night, L. You will be missed.
You'll die here.
It was good while it lasted. We eased each other's boredom for quite a while.
Well, Light, it's been interesting.
Okay, so here's L's stats. I don't really have to explain L, I just have to explain Nier. Now, for Nier's intelligence is arguably third during the original 37 episode run of the series. You can say that he's not smarter than Light, but at the same time, according to the Death Note 13 How to Read, their intelligence are rivals as far as stats go. Both have a 9. Now, let me debunk a few myths about Nier cheating. Nier, first of all, wouldn't cheat, and second of all, he didn't cheat. Now, why wouldn't he cheat? It's simple. He respects L as his mentor, and he respects Mello. And he has pride in himself and winning fair and square. If Nier truly, honest to God, cheated, it would be a spit in the face to Mello and to L. He wouldn't be able to take pride in that victory. Now, for the one shot which I mentioned earlier, Nier has simply just been studying L, and during these events, a Kira returns under the name of C Kira, and he's basically just killing random people. Now, during this entire time, Nier's wondering, what would L do? And all throughout this, he understands, one, who this person using the Death Note is, and exactly his mindset and what he's doing. So, in the most chatted display ever, Nier ends up forcing the guy with the Death Note to kill himself. Now, if that doesn't speak for itself, here's his stats, and in the recent Death Note one-shot, he's God knows how many years older, and probably is the only one with a 10 in intelligence.
There are many types of monsters in this world. Monsters who will not show themselves and who cause trouble. Monsters who abduct children. Monsters who devour dreams. Monsters who suck blood. And monsters who always tell lies. Lying monsters are a real nuisance. They are much more cunning than other monsters.
They pose as humans, even though they have no understanding of the human heart. They eat, even though they've never experienced hunger. They study, even though they have no interest in academics. They seek friendship, even though they do not know how to love. If I were to encounter such a monster, I would likely be eaten by it. Because in truth, I am that monster.
So, what do you guys think? Am I wrong? Am I right? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you could, hit that like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot. I worked hard on this, and I'll talk to you all later.